What's up guys, it's me Jack and today we are back in Nimby Rails. So today we are going to do sort of like the connections from Newark-on-Trent to Pont to Doncaster, and then another connection from Doncaster to basically where Nottingley is. So I am going to expand my Grand Centrals and add an LNER service from York to Newark-on-Trent. Or Newark Northgate. So we are going to be doing sort of part of the main line that goes from basically London to London King's Cross, from Leeds and other places on the LNER, Grand Central, Hull trains, etc. So we are going to be using this main line today. So we are going to sort of start at, we're going to sort of just start down at Nottingley. So we're just going to expand our railway down there. Bridge. Okay, the bridge. Okay, I'm gonna try and get this to the best of my ability. I'm not even sure this is correctly done. Like, what's this? Is this meant to be going forward? Yes, I think it is. It's not meant to go wherever the hell this other branch is going. It probably isn't even a branch at all, really. Right, so is this meant to go... Right, so it's supposed to go forward like that. Right, and then that goes down to Adwick. So that's, I guess, for the trains. I'm not really sure what it's for exactly, but yeah, we probably will never know really. We'll never really know why. We're just gonna build this bridge. I'm actually just gonna connect to that line for basically no reason, but it might be useful for something. It could be useful for custom lines maybe. So yeah, I might just do that just in case we might want it. In case we might need it. Where's the conflict happening? This road bridge, of course. Move that right like this. Now, so we've got this, and now cross this bridge. There we go. So we have connected sort of this, like, all the way to Nottingham. But what could we do exactly? Could we do like a Leeds to sort of Cleethorpes service? Maybe on Transpennine Express? We could eventually, maybe in the future. We could probably just use that line to go down to Thorn and then maybe down to Grimsby. We could do that eventually. Maybe as a custom route. I don't think it actually exists yet, but or may probably never existed, but I will probably want to do it eventually. So yeah, we may do something with it because it's probably pretty much there for a reason. And then I'm actually going to connect these sort together. So from source name forth, we are going to just make more connections together. So even though these are for future videos, we are going to still do a few connections, a few extra connections exactly. Even though we probably don't even need that. But I'm just gonna get this to connect to the rest of that from that line. So that goes another way. So that goes down up to Selby to York. So that's for another future. Another future line. Gonna connect this once that is done. There we go. So we've got a bunch of different connections. We're still gonna keep that one going. So it goes all the way down to Doncaster. That station, by any chance? Kirk Sandal, is that a station? That is probably a station. Let's check. Kirk Sandal, I'm pretty sure that is a station. So I'm actually checking here. So far it does not really look like it. Don't exactly look like it. Oh yeah, Kirk Sandal, that's a station. So I am going to have to add a station here. So even though we're not going to use it yet exactly, but we're just going to build it. Oh heck. Barnby to Kirk Sandal. So that's another station. A new station that we'll use probably eventually, but oh heck. What? Oh Christ. Now we need to sort of change that. There we go. So Kirk Sandal, and now let's keep it going. I don't think that's a tunnel either, that's just a forest pretty much, that's just a strange coloured forest according to that. It's a weird colour for some weird reason. So that's another diversion. We're not going to really do anything with that though, we just don't quite care, we're not going to do anything with that. So apparently that connects with right. This is so much confusion, and we're only just sort of just getting started, but we might just build that randomly just in case. But even though we may never really use it. Yeah, it's just a waste of a bit of time. There we go. Now we are going to get that all into branches. So that's going to be a 2-track. That's going over it. And then that is going to be just a normal track. This is already costing a lot of money, even though I've got Infinity Money mod. But I can tell that's quite a lot of money just to connect some stuff together, even though they may never really be used in the future. But I'm still just going to randomly connect this line together. That's a bridge. I see that when I go down to Doncaster. It's a train bridge. Probably what freight trains probably use. I believe they use the bridge. Or just as some way to avoid Doncaster. We could actually do a line that could avoid Doncaster. Like, even though that may never happen. But if we wanted to sort of go somewhere like Hull, there was some random service that passes Doncaster for no reason. Obviously, we can compromise our lines, because that's kind of what this game is all sort of about, compromising. And, well, obviously we could do pretty much whatever we want with it. So, a tunnel. It's not a tunnel. Alright, so let's just keep that going. And that's going to be a bridge. What an interesting connection. So, right. So these are all the weird, wacky connections. And now we are now going to go all the way down this main line. I'm just going to check if it's always 4 tracks. It kind of does for a little bit. But I think it does eventually form to sort of 2 tracks. I think. Right, so it kind of starts. Alright, so it is sort of like more than 2 tracks for a little bit. So I would sort of keep it until wherever that level crossing is. But there's obviously going to be some lines that we may never really use. Or, actually, I'm pretty sure that's where... Wait, so... This line over there, I'm pretty sure that's used to, or probably still goes all the way down to Gainsborough. So that goes down to Gainsborough for East Midlands Railway trains. What am I thinking? I think this episode should be some, like, new connections, like a whole variety of different lines. Like, that's probably what I want to do for some reason. Randomly just make new lines. And we probably really don't need to. But I'm going to check if that new connection has any stations. So far I don't see any stations on that way. No. So it goes down to Gainsborough. So it could go from like a Lincoln to Doncaster. So Saxby, Gainsborough, Lee Road, Doncaster. What else could I stop at? I don't think Leeds, no, because technically Leeds does not really operate East Midlands Railway anymore, but since this is all sort of compromisation, I might allow it. I'm just gonna do it however I want it to, how I want it to go. So let's just branch this line out. We're gonna be doing a damn lot of connections today. Like crazy, maybe unnecessary connections, but I just want to do it. Beckingham, so well, that will be a town in Lincolnshire in OMSI 2 that we're going to be driving there. Well, kind of driving there on bus, but that's a bit of a spoilers alert right there for OMSI viewers. So yeah, okay, ground. Obviously, they're not very long lines or very just strange lines, but it is still quite a lot to do. Flight Haven. Okay, let's just sort of expand this line over here. This is a lot like a motorway junction, this. Like, it literally kind of is. Oh, no. I am not crossing tracks. No way. Okay, right. Just place all that. This is a weird junction, that's what I can say. The hell? A bit of extra connection right there. This is the most reckless thing I think I've ever done, but yeah, I don't think anyone will use these. I just don't think it'll happen. It's just no way. It is probably for freight alternatives though, maybe, but well, I'll just build it for no reason then. at this point. Honestly, this, if you think about it, this line is like, obviously don't even take too long, and it just seems a bit kind of big, you know. At this point, I think we might just have to sort of link it with each other. We'll just have to sort of leave it at some point. We're gonna have to slightly change things up a little bit with it. Well, not like how it normally works, but it's gonna work differently this time. I'm actually gonna link up. There we go. Now let's go here. So we are at Redford. We are going to officially get to the upper platforms of Redford Station. So Redford High Level is going to be used in this episode. The hell? I'm pretty sure that's also a 4-platform station, so this is going to be a bit awkward. Like, what I can obviously do is just link it up like a normal person would. Then it's Redford. Now we are just gonna cross the bridge. I don't think any train will terminate here. I just don't think it's happening. Right, okay, Redford Eye Level to Newark Northgate. This is probably the most dodgiest thing, but I'm just going to just randomly follow the path. So that's definitely going through that. It's crossing. Well, that's the best I can do it. Like, that is definitely not fully correct. Because the shape looks a little bit off. If I check. It just looks a little bit off. Or does it? Does this look roughly correct? Actually, no, never mind. That is, like, quite correct here. That I can tell, yeah, that is quite decent. I would say that is more correct, actually. Right, okay. Let's build our blueprints. Boom. So we've got all of our useless connections. But I don't really care. I'm just going to get our signals out now. And then we'll do the fun part, checking out the line. Did I just do that? Okay. Wait, did I just do this earlier? I don't know if I did. That would be quite interesting now, really. Just gonna signal down all them junctions. There we go. And then more dodgy junctions. What is this? Okay. What could we use that platform to? Oh yeah, for like whole trains, we could definitely use that platform. Oh yeah. Actually, yes, we can use that platform for whole trains as well. So yeah, fair enough for whole trains to go down that way. Maybe even Lumos. Even actually, no, I think Lumos would go on this platform. Actually, I think Lumos would be that platform because they are quite long trains. They pass a lot of stations. The only stations it stops at is Morpeth, Newcastle, and probably sometimes Stevenage, but that's kind of all. But for Lumo, I'm actually gonna allow it to stop at Doncaster. Oh, actually, no. Should I? Wait, should I let it stop at Doncaster? No. I don't think we have to. We could just leave Doncaster behind and just make it realistic. So yeah, there we go. And now we're just gonna add more signals for sort of the main lines. But I have not added any signals for that though yet. Like that. And then we'll do another dodgy junction. A lot going on here. What's going on down here? What's this train leading to? That looks like a weird, just place down something. Right, okay. I don't really know what all of this means. It's a bit weird, I would say. Even though we don't need it to work like that. Because obviously we already got a junction that will automatically do its job. I'll be like... Oh, maybe we would Let me rearrange that track a little bit, actually. Right, okay. We could actually... We would use some of that track for here. So, we will kind of make it work like... So, I would make it sort of work similar like this. A bit like that. And then I can let that track sort of like... So, across that bridge. And then make it go there. And then that would make some sense to connect there. So basically that track would be for the East Midlands Railway, and the other platform like here can be used for here. It kind of makes a little bit of sense now if I think about it. Like, but what would I use that for really though? Like, I could probably use it as a new operator, which never exists, but it's a bit weird. Should I just like do like Midlands Express that goes from like that's kind of what I'm thinking to do in the future. Make my own operator, which is going to be very creative. Add certain stations to it, which may probably not be used, or it may not always work this way. Like, we don't really know really. So yeah, we're just gonna stick in all more parts now. But I'm kind of starting to get the point a little bit. I'm trying to get the point across. But I'm going to make another track that goes here. Like, my East Midlands Railway trains would be here. My whole trains would, and the rest of them would be going this way. So wait, I can never really tell this makes full sense. That would be for my East Midlands trains. That would be for LNERs to go to London. So, it's a bit vice versa right there. Things are working a bit vice versa. So that would be here. That would sort of swap a little bit. So would I actually... No, actually no. Because obviously the East Midlands trains can go here. But that's on the other side. Oh gosh, this is confusing. Alright, make another one. That might work out. I don't know. But that will go. That's like that. Or would I do it like this? This is quite a mystery really, because I don't know how I should arrange the station. Like, if I wanted to go to London, I would have to go sort of down this line for a bit. And then no. London line. So I'd have to go in that track particularly. Oh, for God's sake. I'm actually confusing myself here. Let's just look that up. So, fast trains go here. Slow trains go there. And they can go there to go cross and like that. Right, okay, so we're just gonna add more signals. Right, let's just sort of do this. The hell is this? Grab it 200 kilometers. What? I'm a bit confused. What was that even for then? I don't even know. I'm gonna do this line first. Okay. There we go. So that's kind of what I have just done. I have just completely signaled all of this. So I am now going to just remove my Grand Central trains for now, because we are going to expand this line. So Grand Central Bradford Interchange. So after Whipcote Kirkgate, we would have to stop all the way at Pontefract Monk Hill, and then down to Doncaster. And then again, from Doncaster, we are going to go to Pontefract Monk Hill. And after Doncaster, we are going to we're going to stop at just straight up Newark-on-Trent. So it's going to stop here, and then back to Doncaster. Just sort of following it correctly. Yes, it kind of is. That's kind of how I sort of intended it to work. I sort of intended it to work like that. So, yeah, I guess that's working pretty good. Takes that new line there. And then, so Pontefract Monk Hill. It's going to be new N. What was the symbol? NO. £80. There we go. Right, so sort of like that. Right. Okay, so this is Grand Central going down there. And East Midlands Railway. But I want to do the new EMR line that probably does not ever exist, but we're just going to do it. So we're going to just first of all name it so East Midlands Railway leads to Lincoln via Doncaster. EMR LDS to LCN DCR. So this is going to cost about £25, and just do it like that. Now we are going to stop at from Leeds platform platform. Which platform should it be? I'll just do it one of ends. That's not really a freaking brown, isn't it? That's like dirt. That's like a dirt colour, but we are going to first stop at Wakefield Westgate. And then Doncaster. It's going to stop. I'm going to do it here. Doncaster. Gainsborough Road. Saxelby. Then Lincoln. Saxelby. Gainsborough Road. Doncaster. Wakefield Westgate. And Leeds. How does it perform here, so then? So it goes to this platform. It goes... Alright, so it's not really meant to go on that track. I want it to go on... After Doncaster, I wanted to go to this track. And on the way back, after Gainsborough Road, I wanted to... not... For God's sake. Not there. And then go here. So it prevents the lines from just, I don't know, being a bit messy. It would kind of work better this way, really. It would. Like, that's for the slower lines. And again, for God's sake, we need to go on. I wanted to go there. So it kind of completely avoids this line a little bit here. How's that supposed to work? It's going to this platform. Goes down this platform. And then goes to that platform. And then goes this way. Ah, because... Actually, no. Right, let me sort of do this again, because... This is becoming a bit of a mess. So, after Doncaster, I wanted to... go on that track. And then just... eventually here. And then it goes there. Go on Doncaster. Why is it not? Why can't he find a path? No. What the heck? This is actually just causing a lot of confusion, because why am I Grand Central Line? Oh yes, because that's going this way. So it needs to go from sort of there to there. In that sense. So Doncaster, platform, these platforms over there, platform 5 and 6. So it should go from there to there. I have two. Why do I have two waypoints? And then it will go on there. Okay, so and then Gainsborough Road. This is going there. Then it will go there. There we go. I think. It's gone there by accident. I don't really know. It's whatever. We'll see what happens. So Make this a passenger service. And then I will just gonna summon some trains. Class 172s, I guess. I think I only need about 2 trains. And I don't even think this can even fit. I'm not even sure that can fit. Let me check. Does it fit in any of these stations? It barely even fits. Gosh, right, okay, I'll need to do something there. Why is it... Where's it going? The hell? Why is it turning around here? Why is it turning around there? What the hell are you doing? Oh, because that's... Oh, right. Okay, I kind of get it there. So, Kingsborough Lee Road. Then it goes... First of all, I need to lengthen these stations because... Heck, there's no way. There's actually no way to bloody go. Right, inserts. Make it all this. I wanted to expand. Flipping hell. $125. Why am I still on this station? Kirk Sandal, what the hell? What have I been doing? Okay. So, yeah, the trains are kind of just going a bit weirdly right now. Text will be as well. I need to sort of lengthen it a little bit. I'm kind of being a bit stupid. So, that needs to... Right, so it's after here, not there. That's why it's been doing that. Okay, makes a bit of sense now. So, and then we go there first, and then there. Oh, right. Okay, so this is how the line should go. This is quite silly, I'm not gonna lie. It's just a bit stupid in my opinion. Like, Doncaster is a complete mess. Station's going a bit bad. I don't know. 6 in the morning. Obviously, I'm going to keep it the way it is for now. But eventually, I might end up sort of expanding. But don't take fully know. I think I want to do an LNER. Class 150/2s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is just a stupid thing. Yeah, there's no need for that. I'm gonna make the LNER line now. So I am going to start my London North Eastern Railway, but I'm still gonna keep it short because it's that well bloody hard. So now I'm just gonna name this LNER leads to Newark Northgate. Actually, no, I want to do from York actually. York to Newark Northgate. RYK to KNNO. This will also cost about 80 quid with it's kind of the same settings. This will be 5 minutes. But I am going to set the line. So I'm going to start from this platform. Start here. Straight up to Leeds. Wayfield Westgate. Doncaster. Retford. And then Newark on Trent. Do this platform. Wait. No, the bypass line I think would happen in more. Since this is not stopping there really. That line. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the Grand Central here. So sort of after I want that. So after Doncaster, I am going to the stop point. I don't want to do the stop point, but there and then from Newark Northgate. It's gonna work like this. Instead of causing a bit of havoc between the two lines. So one can pass, one can stop. Simple as that. So yeah. So yeah, this will work. Set this as a passenger service. Right, what should I do? I need to add the trains back in. So, class 180s, I'm going to add 2 of these for the Grand Central. Then add about 4 trains. I'm going to add some class 90s. And then add the carriages wherever they are. Class 90s, tram. There's a coaches. Where the hell are the coaches? Yeah, no. Never mind. Flipping out. There literally isn't any form of train. Right, okay, I'll have to you have to do some class 800 80X. So this is gonna go all the way up to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are average trains. And the length is, well, it probably won't say any length, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just do 8 coaches here. And then add 2. I'll add 3. And then for the East Midlands, I think, oh no, I already got my East Midlands trains. But let's see how this goes. So yeah, we got a new line. High level is now finally being used. These trains are luckily not getting full though. This can fit a lot of people, but some people are a bit angry for some reason. No debt I can see, luckily. I'm kind of happy. There we go, so it's actually doing pretty well here. I am honestly surprised. So we got some LNER trains, finally. I hope this is not East Midlands Railway branded. Bloody hell. But this went successfully. So this new connection we just added, let's see how sort of well it's been doing. Like, let's see what's the most profitable line. So I'm going to actually see what all the lines and the stations are in order from the most profitable, etc. So we're going to start. So the first most profitable so far is a northern train that goes from Leeds to Nottingham via Barnsley. So this is one of the lines that go through my town. And then another line, which is Leeds to Lincoln. That's another one of the lines that go to Barnsley. Cross country, so that's the York to Derby service. And then it's the new line that we just added, LNER York to Newark Northgate, and then the Grand Central from Bradford Interchange to Newark Northgate. And then it's a northern service from Leeds to Sheffield via Doncaster. So that's kind of this kind of converged service, which I used to have two separate lines, but now have all in one. A TPA train that goes from Huddersfield to I assume either probably Leeds or Castleford. TPE. Wait, which one's this? Okay, that's Castleford. So that would be to Leeds. This is to Leeds. And this is a northern that goes from Leeds to Sheffield via Moorthorpe. East Midlands Railway that goes from Sheffield to Nottingham via Derby. This goes to Leeds to Nottingham via Wakefield Kirkgate. This is Leeds to Bradford Foster Square. This is Leeds to Sheffield via Castleford, which goes through my town. So it goes to Northern from Huddersfield to Bradford Interchange. And then it's Leeds to York. And then Leeds to Bradford Interchange. And then Leeds to Lincoln via Doncaster. This is the new line, one of the new lines we just added. And this is Leeds to Nottingham via Moorthorpe. Or slash kind of Derby as well. TPE, Huddersfield to Castleford. Northern, Sheffield to Huddersfield. And then East Midlands Railway, Lincoln to Newark. And Northern, Leeds to Nottingham via Castleford. So guys, what I'm thinking to sort of do with this line, I am going to eventually expand it to Ghoul. So we might do this next episode actually. We might actually expand to Ghoul next episode. So we may make from Nottingham to Ghoul and from Doncaster, Nameforth to Ghoul as well. So that's what we might be doing next episode. We will be doing that. And today we have just been doing some connections, added some new lines in, etc. Just added a lot of different things. Since we sort of got a new sort of connection for the relative stations, there shouldn't be much debt, because obviously we got more connections between sort of all, like we don't really have to worry. So stations, so there's not much going on. I'm actually going to see, let's just cross your fingers that none of the stations will end up in debt. I really hope so. It is not going to end up in debt. Kiveton Park, okay, it's just quite down. 204, 215. Right, it's really trying its best, Kiveton Park, right now. 235, 256. I don't really understand why they do that. Kiveton Park. Okay, wait, no. 245, 109. Oh, Darnell got it. Darnell. Why Darnell? What the hell? A lot of people are like neutral. 200 people are waiting. 200 people are waiting. Okay, so it's gone up again. But Darnell is now the main problem. Now it's particularly Darnell. That's very weird. I don't know why. Darnell, where the frick is that gone? I'd be surprised if Darnell's somehow high up. It was just like proper down in the dumps. That is surprising. How did it get 4,000 so quickly? I don't really know. Anyways, we are just going to call out all of the stations. So, starting from Leeds, platform 1 to 6, Sheffield, Doncaster, York, Leeds 7 to 10, Wakefield Kirkgate, Wakefield Westgate, Newark Northgate, Derby, Bradford Interchange, Lincoln, Huddersfield, Chesterfield, Mayfield, Barnsley, Nottingham, Halifax, Deaton, Robin Central, Gainsborough Lee Road, Bradford Foster Square, Pontefract Monkhill, Dewsbury, Meadowhall, Shipley, Meadowhall, Retford, Low Level, Worksop, Retford High Level, Morthorpe, Crossgate, Bentley, Morway, Morley, Ardwick, Fitzwilliam, Langley Mill, Hycombe, Castleford, Nottingley, Chapeltown, Long Eaton, Normanton, Batsley, Brighouse, Apparelly Bridge, Elsica, Woodhouse, Goldthorpe, Beeston, Mexborough, Outward, Darton, Alfreton, Featherstone, Coningsborough, Garforth, Lowmore, Bramley, Bolton upon Dearne, Dronfield, Sandal Agbrigg, Ravensthorpe, Swinton, New Pudsey, Belper, Fernscoe, Saxelby, Castle Forge, Penistone, East Garforth, Attenborough, South Elmsall, Ilkeston, Woodlesford, Cottingley, Frisgan Hall, Lockwood, Pontefract, Tanshelf, Duffield, Wombwell, Spondon, Darnell, Micklefield, Glasshooton, Dodder, Street House, Collingham, Silkson Common, Bury Brow, Church Fenton, Brockholes, Denby Dale, Oolskelf, Eulerskelf, Shire Oaks, Swinderby, Kiverton Bridge, Shepley, Honley, Kiverton Park, Stocksmore, Kirk Sandal, Doran Totley, and Shipley. There we go. I want to know if they fit now, because it didn't last time, because that was over 6 carriages long. I don't even think Barnsley can fit that. Or actually, well, in real life it might not, but in this kind of game, in this simulation, it will most likely fit. Oh, yeah, I don't really know. I don't know, this is going to fit. It's gonna fit. Almost just almost. It's not a huge deal, really. It's not a very, very big deal. It's not a big deal. Gainsborough Lee Road. Doncaster. This is a long train. Passing all these stations. All these trains have to suffer while this train is free. Wakefield Westgate. And then Leeds. I'm honestly quite surprised. 455. They constantly have to wait. Oh my god. Wait, okay, I need to add. Oh, it's already there. Okay, it's only just for the first bits then. It's only just for the first bits. Right, so this is going to Leeds. First stop. So that's Leeds right there. And then it's Wakefield Westgate. Nobody's getting on for Wakefield Westgate or other stations. And then it's Doncaster. and then to New Retford, and then Newark Northgate. Honestly, I think I should make a new operator called like New Midlands, like Midlands Express. For example, I might do a route that goes from Skegness maybe to Blackpool North. That could be an example because this is sort of like in the Midlands. Like that is kind of whole area is roughly the Midlands of the UK. Well, roughly. It would make some sense though, really. Even though slightly more north of basically England. Even though it's a bit more north of England, I'm gonna sort of count this area as Midlands. But it kind of isn't Midlands. It's sort of just it's just Lancashire really. But I just want to do it for fun. For example, I might want to stop at Blackpool and then Preston and then maybe to like Manchester and then up to sort of like to Huddersfield and then maybe like wait for Kirkgate and then Doncaster, Lincoln, and then go all the way down to Skegness. I would probably just do that for fun, really, maybe. Like, way in the future. Obviously, there is a way. Like, you can get from Manchester to Blackpool, Leeds to Blackpool. This is going to be in a damn lot of episodes' time. We're not going to go that west yet. We are mostly going to go east first. Because it's a little bit easier. It's a bit less confusing. Because Manchester is quite confusing. I'm just not going to do it yet. Maybe, or possibly never, but I might try. Like, I will eventually get to London, possibly. Well, even though London's even harder than Birmingham and Manchester combined. Not bloody hell. But yeah, I just added an interesting route. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there, so YouTube Rail. I'm just going to delete all them auto saves. How big are these, by the way? I kind of want to know. 65 train. 0.79 megabytes. So it's not going to kbytes, and now it's in megabytes. It's about to get to megabytes now. That's quite shocking, really. 45.1, 46.3. I assume it was over an hour. And yes, it was an hour and 10 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see what all this is. These are just my old recordings. This is just my test. It just did not work for some reason, but this was way before I just recorded this video. Not really, just way before, but before. So, yeah, this is apparently 805 kbytes. But how is this 757? Well, forget it. Let's just bin this all. Bye-bye. That's what I do to my videos once they're uploaded, is put them, just dump them away, because obviously it prevents so much of my storage being taken. So storage, just going to show you all here. I've got 427 gigabytes free, so temporary files, right, and I've got all these apps, all of these apps. All of this. Like I use WinRAR to extract for OMD2 files. Got all of them. Like this is all I have been doing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what we want to record really. I might see you again, maybe sort of. It literally says my decibels. So it's like in the negatives of decibels right now. How? It's still counting. It says 43722. Ah! Ah! Very quiet. Anyways, bye bye.